Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. What is up, everybody? Sorry about the echo. Oh man. What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today, man? Good morning, Samira. I'm still trying to get used to YouTube, man. It's like I can't find the YouTube studio, man. Like where every time I do it, I lose it somewhere. All right. We should be good. We should be good, man. What's up, guys? Welcome in, welcome in. Yo, what's up, Ken? What's up, Yoso? What's up, Yachty? What's up, Shakala? Am I mod in this? I don't even know how to mod, bro. Oh, here we go. All right, I just modded you. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got mods in here, man. All right. CPI data came in. What the heck did it even come in as, guys? I wasn't even paying attention. Came in a little actually better than expected. Came in a little lower. CPI data. So market's bullish off of that, which is a good thing. CPI, that means inflation is starting to cool. So let's see what happens here today, man. Let's see what happens. Where is the draw on liquidity? So we're inside of a 4-hour FEG right now. There's another 4-hour FEG up into here as well. So we might, like I said earlier, us opening up above midnight opening price and 8:30 opening price at the 9:30 bell is gonna lean me bullish for the day. That is usually what happens when we are above 8:30 and then above midnight at the 9:30 bell. So price might be in for a trend day if this wants to hold and the stock market wants to kind of rebound too. It looks like Nvidia is up almost 5.5%. Microsoft's almost up 1%. Meta's up about 3.8%. Tesla's ripping 7%. Yeah, it looks pretty good right now. So we definitely might be in for just a trendy day here. Hello, sir. I'm gonna put YouTube over here, YouTube chat over here. Are you still banned on TikTok lives? I think today they unbanned me. Yeah, TikTok's just so ridiculous, man. I don't even do anything wrong, and like I get banned. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? All right. Is that in the center? All right, let's see what happens here, man. Got everything set up finally. 15 minutes, looking pretty bullish here. We're like inside of basically 2 4-hour FVGs. Gambia, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, guys, welcome in. Molly, welcome in. Good morning. How are you? Welcome everybody in here. Thank you guys for being a part of the PJ Trades community, man. It means a lot to me. Definitely means a lot. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, if you guys are in the stream, man, can you guys hit that like button? I know YouTube works a little bit differently, so if you're actually like in here, you can't spam likes. Let's see if we can get up to like 100 likes, man. That would really really help me out, get this party moving over on the YouTube channel. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Thank you, us, for passing so much knowledge. No problem, Chocolat. Good morning, gods. Good morning, ETS. Good morning, Bagadur. How are you guys? I got a big loss today. I was 2,000. I get back by scalping. Now I'm at 300. Hey, way to work. Way to work. Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, we're inside of 4-hour Sibi, and we're inside of a daily Sibi now too. We're kind of pinched inside of this old daily here, which is held, and now this daily. So honestly, today might be one of those days where we're like kind of price watching, because if this daily flips here, this one inside, which I don't know if you guys can see this one. It's right here. I'll remove this 4-hour for now. But there's a daily Sibi sitting in here. If this flips to the upside, there's not a lot to deal with on the daily side of the sell side of the curve here at all. So that would be like the last basically line of defense for a possible very nice reversal. I mean, we really don't have anything over here that we have to balance, like, at all, which is interesting. So today is going to be important, honestly, for trend. Are we finally going to get out of this area? Will this daily fair value gap continue to hold us? And when we flip this one now? So definitely going to be a key day for price. I got to clean some of my stuff up, man. I got so much stuff on the charts from mentorships and stuff. I just marking out so much stuff over here. This is BK King. Why are you on a girl's account, bro? I'm moving out April 21st, and after that, I'm excited to start my trading journey. Awesome, man. Bearish SMT. Let's take a peek. No. Unless you're spotting it somewhere else. No. Nothing yet. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, man, people are addicted to SMTs. They're addicted to it. You guys got to chill out with the SMT stuff. Trading purely based off an SMT happening is just really just gambling. you have to have, you got to have, confluences that tie in with the SMT. Remember, SMT is an optional part of trading for our model. If it happens, it's great, but it's not something that you purely should be looking to trade off of. Otherwise, you might as well just go to the casino. So we have Asia low all the way down here, London lows all the way down here. Midnight opening price, 8:30 opening price. We're basically above midnight 8:30. Like I said, usually there's a high likelihood that the market's going to trend higher the rest of the day if we open up above midnight and 8:30 at the 9:30 bell. So interested to see what we do here. Will trading help me get girls? Not if you have a terrible personality and you're just not good at speaking to women. It'll probably make it worse. If I'm being honest. Yeah, so I know why this guy's calling out SMT. He's calling out this SMT right here. There's a slight SMT on the 1 minute. As you can see right here. We'll just mark it out for the SMT fanatics. It's a very small 1 minute SMT. Don't get your panties in a bunch about it. The news candle is the reaction when I see my girlfriend. Okay. So we have basically moved a total of 198 points from the CPI candle. Usually when we rip like this bullish, we continue the trend higher, especially after good news on inflation data. So it'd be very hard for me to want to look to take a short just yet until something slapped me in the face and said, hey, we're looking to reverse here. At this point, a reversal would probably have to flip this 15-minute gap to the downside for that to make any type of sense. But right now, when we're hovering around a key resistance level and we're not really displacing out of it, then it leads me to believe that we're going to consolidate to break higher. So right now, we're just, there's nothing that we can trade here. This is going to be pretty slow until the market wants to tell us otherwise. ES is definitely the weaker indice today. ES is only up about 0.87%, while NQ is up almost 1.7%. So if we are looking for shorts, ES would be the better indice to take it on today, to be honest with you. We're starting to get a slowdown at the high. This 15-minute gap, I think, is going to be very interesting for us. My game plan is going to be wait to see what this 15-minute gap does. Other than that, I'm not really going to be too interested. Another thing I do want to mark out, this is a actual significant SMT here. We have SMT at the lows on the 1 hour, which is also inside of a daily fair value gap, if you remember that from earlier. So that, to me, is significant. I like marking out higher time frame SMTs. They obviously hold their weight a lot better. They're a lot more accurate. So we do have the 1 hour SMT at the lows down here. So that's definitely something we want to keep our eyes on. Well, if this thing's going to reverse, then it's going to end up it's got to be strong. We got to rip through that 1 hour gap. We got to deal with the 4 hour gap above it. So it's going to be pretty painful. Relative equal lows getting put in here. Those probably are going to get tagged now to the downside. What I can see happening here is failure to take this swing high, and then the market coming into this 15-minute gap and then making a decision on what the trend is going to be for the day. This could still just easily fail, right? And then we go take all of this liquidity down here first. I've seen this happen so many times with CPI. Or we come into the 15, rebalance, and go higher. In this area, I'm just not too excited to take anything in this consolidation range because of the 4 hour gap being up here. So it makes it tricky. I get with my mind always when I'm getting perfect results with short positions and long positions, and so terrible in psychology. You said a lot there, brother. I don't know really what you're saying. Sounds like you're dealing with some psychology issues. In about 13 minutes, this candle will close and we'll put in a 1 hour gap potentially. That could be also an area of interest for us, but we are hovering inside of a 1 hour gap, which has failed to flip. Let's just mark this out. I'm going to just change this to the 1 hour. Yeah, ES is definitely weaker today. Got a 5-minute inverted fair value gap already on it. Honestly, ES might be a play on ES here. Let me see. Let me pull up my top step over here and see what we got going on, because that doesn't look too shabby. SMT at the highs. 5-minute inverted fair value gap. Just retested the gap too. Directional wise, I'm just kind of torn. I got to mark some stuff out on ES. I haven't taken an ES trade in a while, but if we're going to be shorting today, ES is definitely going to be it's definitely going to be the one we want to short into if it's going to stay this week. So I got to quickly mark this out. Yeah, we're below 830 here too now. Interesting. New York AM wick high up here. Possible New York PM low down here now. Where's my New York PM low, bro? What? There it is. All right, this looks pretty decent actually. We swept New York PM high too. Okay. All right, we've got some different things formulating here, chat, on the ES for sure. We might not even be able to catch an entry on this. That was that pullback right into it. I wasn't prepared to take an ES short today. Starting to look really weak. That pullback into that 5-minute inversion was money bags. I saw it a little bit too late. Relative equal lows here. Yeah, we saw that. I saw that a little bit too late. I wasn't gonna looking for ES shorts today, but it's all good. 5-minute inverted fair value gap here. SMT at the highs. New York PM high got swept. Relative equal lows here, sitting right here. Below that, we have midnight and we have London low. So there's some draws lower on ES. Obviously, NQ would look the same. Now I'm interested to see what happens here, because this 15-minute gap is going to tell a story. If we flip it to the downside, then we're looking for shorts heavily again. If we hold it, we possibly go higher. Very key level. ES is telling me a different story, though. ES is telling me a different story. Unless I'm missing something here, but the 1 hour doesn't really have anything else to deal with besides this gap here. 4 hour, nasty ass wick so far on ES. Very, very interesting here. This is going to be tricky price to trade today. We're going to have to be very, very careful. CPI day is usually a pretty tricky day. A lot of chop, a lot of fake outs. Directional wise, I still see both sides. I can see this ripping up higher and taking this wick now. So until I'm 100% confirmed on what way the price wants to open up for the opening range breakout here, we'll sit on our hands and wait. We're not looking for more trades. We're looking for quality trades, chat. Quality only over quantity. When you guys start to understand that, your P&L will start to move up higher with it. But if you think you need to take more trades to make more money, you're going to continue to be a losing trader. Yeah, look at that bounce out of that 15-minute, guys. Very nice bounce out of that 15-minute. Let's see if this inverts here. Technically did invert. Technically did invert. It's very weak, though. Not something to write home about just yet. Possible 5-minute bearish breaker forming here. Possible 5-minute bearish breaker forming here. Just going to kind of pre-market out to keep our eyes on it. This displacement has not given me like the but we do have a possible 5-minute breaker on NQ. I'm kind of liking shorts here, guys. There's a lot of juice to the downside on this. Look how manipulated this is right now, though. Look how manipulated this is. What was this? What was this news? What was this wick right here? Can someone look at the news real quick? I don't even have any of the news up because I have every screen occupied. This just manipulated like crazy for no reason. Was there a tariff release or something? That was 75 points for no reason. Was there? No, there's no news at 9:53. What the hell was that? Yeah, this is definitely going to melt now. Watch. Manipulation up into that breaker. Anybody know what that newswick was? Was there a Trump tweet or something? I literally do not have enough screen space to even look at anything else. I've got Top Step X over here, TradingView over here, OBS over here, YouTube thing over there, a YouTube chat over here, Discord over here. I have zero room. Ew. This is just ew. Nothing on financial juice? Yeah, it's weird. That was like a very odd candle for it to rip 76 points. Usually this is like some kind of tariff news or something. Time to buy more monitors. I got 4, bro. I got 4, man. I do need more real estate, I guess. This is just really chopped city right now, huh? I don't know what this wants to do, to be honest with you. I'm gonna just be very patient. Kind of looks like it wants to go lower, but also I can make a case for it to wanting to go for that wick high again. tricky area, chat, because that 15 minutes going to hold, like I said, it's going to tell us a lot of the story here. Look at this, chat. I had this marked up. This would have stopped us by a tick and then reversed off that manipulation candle. Good thing we didn't take an entry just yet. Let this clear up. I'll delete that so no one gets confused. Yeah, these relative equal lows look like they're going to get tagged pretty quickly here. Premium will be $100 a month. Yeah, there's those relative equal lows that I was just talking about. All right, we're starting to get some nice bearish movement here. Really would have... Oh, man, that 5-minute breaker. This 5-minute breaker is holding. All right, here's the game plan, chat. We flip this 15-minute gap. We're going to look for shorts. If we hold this gap in the next 4 minutes, it's going to be a little bit more trickier. Below that 15-minute gap, we'll be targeting the 1-hour gap that's down here. So we've got some juice to trade into. For the time being, though, I just cannot execute a trade at this level. We have to wait for this to either come back into breaker or flip this 15-minute on NQ. Oh, man, it's going to be painful to watch ES rip lower like this now. Rumble bought 188 Bitcoin worth 17 mil. Maybe that was the news. Maybe. NQ flipped. Yeah, it didn't close yet though. I'm waiting. 2.5 minutes left on the candle. Don't front run a gap without a closure on the 15. Still right at that level. So, like I said, ES has been telling me a different story though. ES is starting to tell me a bearish story. NQ is telling me a more bullish story, but now we're flip flopping here. Now it's looking pretty dicey for upwards movement. 4-hour came up into here, filled this big gap on ES. So we took a lot of liquidity. V-shape recovery. Now we're drawing lower. It's just a matter of, can we get a trade set up? This was way too volatile for us to get involved in. But now we're starting to get some clear direction here. There'll be a model for us. You just got to stay patient. And if there is no model, then we don't take a trade. That's how this game works, guys. The market maker wants you to execute. He wants you to execute on fear, on FOMO, on greed. I don't care about any of that, man. I wait for my trade setup. That's it. All right, here we go. See, this is why you don't front run a gap. 15 minutes still holding, 1 minute and 20 left on that candle closure. Not ready to flip just yet. It's going to be looking like a closing CE of the gap. I'm going to mark out this 15-minute over here on ES too. We're now inside of a 15 on both indices. Oof, this New York AM high looks very interesting, guys. Let's see what happens here. Can tech hold us? Can tech hold us? Apple's flat. Microsoft flat. Meta up almost 2.8%. Nvidia's up 6%. Tech might hold us. Let's see. Yeah, we have a 5-minute breaker. I think I'm going to delete this 5-minute breaker, actually. I don't love it. This right here left this high. If this came up and swept that high, that breaker would have been a lot cleaner. NQ looks like it's going to hold the gap, guys. That's why we wait for candle closures. Wow, what a nice reversal out of there. That looks pretty interesting now. Either it holds here for another 15 minutes. Have you guys clicked the button yet? Hope you guys have not clicked the button yet. Patience, my young Padawans. Patience, my young Padawans. Man, the market's going to take its time with this one, huh? Inside of that 15 still just holding. Really don't see anything that I love for like an inverted play. There's a 1 minute gap I have marked out here. This will become an inversion, which could be pretty decent if we're going to reverse out of here. Here's what I'm thinking. If we flip this 1 minute, guys, strongly to the upside and get a retest and becomes an inversion, I'm going to look for longs. But if we just hold here and start doing this, then shorts are going to be on the table at this point since we're like dead even inside of that 15-minute gap. It's going to be a battle between bulls and bears here for a little bit until we break out one way or the other. So game plan is wait for either this 1 minute to flip or us to truly start flipping this 15-minute gap to the downside. That's it. Right now it's a waiting game. We don't have to do anything. Do you stream every trading day? No, I don't, man. I do have a Discord, though, which we're going to be launching a premium Discord, which will be all live trading. I do educational free streams on TikTok, here on YouTube as well. But if you really want to take your trading to the next level, that premium Discord is going to be where you want to be. 177 watching and only 50 likes. Yo, guys, come on, man. It's so simple. Just click the like button once. Show your boy some love. Free stream here today. Go, man. Appreciate it, Rye. This looks lower, man. I don't like the way, I don't like the way the bulls are just failing at this level here. They're just failing. Something like this, but the RR is just too bad, so that's not going to make sense because I have to run a stop above this FEG here. I mean, it would make sense if it was like a little bit tighter like that and we ran it down to near PM low, but that's obviously only if we invert. Look at this market, guys. All right, now that's interesting right there. Is that an SMT at lows? No, it's not. I'm watching this very closely, guys. If we just manipulate it, that's that manipulation leg that I usually wait for. So that's a manipulation. That could be our money sweep. That could be our money sweep, but nothing will be confirmed unless we rip above this 1 minute. If we just keep doing this, then I'm just really starting to get sick and tired of watching it. Was it an SMT though? I just no. Let's see. This took the swing low. And so did this. That's not an SMT, guys. Why are you guys calling out false SMTs? Oh, man. All right, game plan. Game plan, chat. We're going to be running something like this. Waiting on a candle closure here, guys. If we get an inversion here, I'm going to look for either taking it on the jab above it or the retest, but no inversion, no trade. No inversion, no trade. Looking pretty decent. Looking pretty decent. Not the greatest, to be honest with you. That's not good at all. If we're gonna take this, chat, I think I'm gonna go lighter size here. I mean, yeah, I'll probably run a mini on this. I'm not filled yet. Don't tell me you're gonna miss me by a tick. That's gonna be painful. Let's see if we get a retest of the inversion, guys. I'm gonna wait on it. This price action doesn't look the greatest. Dealing with an order block here. There's the retest. If you caught entry, I missed the entry. Kind of hesitant on this price action, to be honest with you. All right, I'm filled for one here. I'm a little hesitant on the price action, but we'll try it for one. Good entry so far. Would love to see this just rip now. About 35 points off that entry. Really want to see this high get taken and not bullshit around right here. Excuse my French. I don't know if that's French or not. Decent reaction so far. 15, 30 points so far. There's the reaction we needed. Bada bing, bada boom. Can we take that high, please, now? Wow, do not fail like that. 1 minute gap here we have to deal with now. Be prepared for high resistance if it's going to be like this. We got a decent amount of points out of this already, guys. So make sure you're being careful with your profits here. We ran about 38 points, 40 points. We're kind of hovering now. Your SL is my entry limit. Nice, dude. Congrats. Good job, man. Probably going to get stopped out here. Really bad reaction off that 1 minute gap. All right, I'm cutting it. Really bad reaction off that 1 minute gap. We got about 40 points out of it. If you guys got anything out of that, congrats. But I was holding for full TP there. We'll wait for another one. Yeah, that 1 minute gap was a serious problem. Next trade that I take, I'm going to have to wait for that gap to get flipped now. Yeah, we actually ran a good amount of points here, man. We're up 45 points and then it just reversed. Kind of stings. All right, I'm going to be patient and wait for this next one now. Let's see. We possibly have this gap forming now too. This fair value gap here is the one that we have to flip in order for us to take higher, to move higher. We just didn't get it. We flipped this one. Entry was clean. I mean, we got 45 points out of the thing too, so can't be too upset about that. But now we gotta wait. I think I was up like 700 points at one point, or $700. Price action is looking very dicey though, man, for the upside movement. I might just have to start leaning on the bears again. The more that we start respecting these fair value gaps, these bearish ones, the more that I'm thinking we're not gonna reverse out of here. Kind of was thinking about shorting this 1 minute gap, to be honest with you. Wow. Did that 5 minute hold? I didn't love this breaker, but look at this, guys. Nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. This old 5-minute breaker held, man. That is unfortunate. I didn't really love it when I was looking at it, but seems to be that it worked. Let's see if we get a retrace up into here now. I'm starting to lean lower, man. The order flow is just starting to lean lower. Doesn't look like the bears have much control. These wicks are telling a story. We're back inside of this 15-minute gap that we held once. Being back inside of it now, not a high likelihood that bulls can hold it. Did anyone make money on our trade? It went 50 points. I'm just interested if anybody actually took profit on 50 points. I know we were looking for more, but that trade ended up moving pretty nicely. Minus 600. Yeah, I'm about the same. About 500 bucks I lost on that. I was up 700 though. Just kind of unfortunate. Moved against us very quickly. Couldn't really do anything about it. Okay, so you got some of you guys made money, some of you guys lost money. Kind of the way you managed it. That's good. My max loss limit, if I'm trading funded accounts, I usually have a max loss limit of 500 bucks. Today I'm on 2 evals trying to get max funding with Top Step. So I'm being a little bit more aggressive with my entry sizing. I usually run micros unfunded, and the evals I run minis because I just try to pass them quickly. I have 3 funded accounts with Top Step right now. I am working on 2 more just to get max funding with them. So today I'm just on eval. I run the 50Ks on Top Step. I run Top Step 50Ks. I run 150Ks on Tradeify. I run 50Ks on my funded futures. And yeah, that's about it. And then my own personal capital. I'm trying to get on this short trend here, guys. I would like to possibly get a 15-minute inverted fair value gap here, which would really help us give us clarity at this point. Why 50K Top Step over the 150K? Because the 150K doesn't make any sense to buy anymore, man. Once they limited the 5K per payout cycle per account, it doesn't make any sense to trade on the 150. Your max you're allowed to take out is 5K per account. So you got to make like $9,000 with a $4,500 drawdown to take out the same amount that I'm able to take out on a 50K. I don't know why Top Step did that. It doesn't make any sense to me to use the 150 anymore. Like, think about that. You got to make 9,000 bucks with a $4,500 drawdown on the 150. And then you got to basically get to 45, like above 4,500 to keep full draw. So you got to make like 9, 10, 11, like $14,000, $15,000 on that account. Doesn't make any sense. Why don't you use Take Profit Trader? Honestly, man, they're new, and I'm kind of just waiting to see if they're going to be like a reliable firm. So far, it looks like they are. But right now, I'm just very focused on what I already have, you know? Adding more firms is just more noise, in my opinion, sometimes. I'm just trying to focus on maxing the firms I already have. Chat, I'm going to try a small short here. We're inside of a 5-minute gap. I'm liking this for more downside. We're kind of leaving relative equal lows down here now. And yeah. I don't know how much I trust upside here inside this 5-minute gap. Again, I'm being more aggressive because I'm on eval today, but we're inside of this 5-minute gap here. I want to see price just kind of reject out of that area first. Let's see how this 5-minute kind of closes here. This price action is really due to Kaka, to be honest with you today. We're just kind of chopping now in this range inside these gaps. 15-minute gap still hold on ES. Very choppy price delivery. So I'm looking at something like this. But I'm not 100% sold on this trade idea just yet. I want to see how this 5-minute closes. A nice candle closure below this 5-minute gap here would kind of hold us down and possibly push us to the downside. Would love to see this invert very quickly. That should take us down very fast from here. If you guys caught an entry with me, great. I had a little bit of drawdown inside that 5-minute gap, but it wasn't too bad. I'm going to run it to these lows. I really want to see these lows get just slammed lower. And then I'm just going to move my stop to break even here. Very nice displacement. That inversion ended up holding. 5-minute gap got filled. Nice wicks. This should deliver now. All right, I'm moving my stop at break even, guys. I don't trust any of the price action today. So if I get stop break even, I'm totally fine with that at this point. Watch this 1-minute gap here. ES barely took the low. Just so choppy, man. I mean, you guys should have made really good money on this trade already. Again, I don't really care what happens here. I'm just trying to aggressively get through this eval. I want to hold this for lower though. I don't trust the bulls to the upside anymore. Yeah, I'm in the trade. I called it out when we were in up here. I said I'm going to get in. I'm taking a short position up into here. Light risk, which is 1 mini, which I guess is not that light, but just can't get any continuation today, guys, huh? Can't break these lows. Oh boy, choppy. Where's our chop song, man? Let's bring out the chopping wood. I'm looking for these lows down here. Yeah, the chop wood song, bro. This is brutal price action, man. And I'm stopped at break even. What horrible price action today, guys. Yeah, I just got stopped break even on that trade. Can get literally zero follow through. I'm probably going to call it, man. I hate price action like this. There's just nothing to, there's no meat on the bones for us here, right? No trend. Stuck in between gaps. Took 1L, 1 break even now. Not really liking it. Not having fun with price. I mean, dude, look at all these relative equal lows now. They're definitely going to run these lows at some point. It's just a matter of when they want to do it and how much baloney they want to pull first. Bullish SMT. No. If you're talking about this. Oh my God, it's the slightest SMT I've ever seen in my life. I wouldn't even call it SMT. This is an SMT. Neither is this. They're both exactly the same, brother. Not worth even calling out or mentioning. Don't get overly concerned with SMTs like that. These are now quadruple equal lows. I'm not even interested in getting back inside this trade. I'm really not. This market is just very choppy. Lots of liquidity at the lows. I think they're going to take the lows. They might just bullshit around for a while inside of this gap. Just really not interested in trading it. If it melts, it melts. When price is like this and it's not delivering one way or the other, it's just super low probability. There's no point in us trading it. We took a loss. We took a break even, which went pretty far in profit. But again, I'm on evals, so I'm just trying to hit for big wins here on these evals. Just being aggressive with the YouTube fam today, man. Want to get these evals done and dusted. There's a lot of equal lows here, guys. If you're looking for shorts here and this trade, you're happy with this trade, take it. I'm just not going to engage with this market until we get clear displacement one way or the other, and then I'll just look for a continuation trade or something. But I'm not sure. Like, this is just driving me nuts. It's just very, very, very... It's toxic, bro. It's a bad relationship. I don't like being in a bad relationship with the market. Let the market break out, and then I'll try to look for something. But honestly, being 1-to-1 on the day, one win, excuse me, one loss, one break even, I'm kind of done with it. I'll hang out for a little bit longer and see if this wants to do anything. Otherwise, honestly, probably just gonna hit the gym. I mean, dude, look at this. We've been stuck in this area the entire session so far. We've been an hour, in an hour, we haven't done nothing. No displacement one way or the other. Just straight up chop. Looks like bullish SMT on the 1 hour. All right, I'm done with the SMT comments. I feel like you guys are trolling me now. Who wants to bet that they take all these lows here? I bet you all these lows get taken. They just took my break even and they're going to take the lows. Look at the 15-minute respecting CE. I mean, this is going to get snapped to the downside, bro. I can tell you that right now. This looks like a 3-drive pattern. They just wanted to grab more stops before running the lows. So yeah, if you guys had conviction in that short, congratulations, because it did make sense. It just was painful. Yeah, I'm not even going to answer any more of that stuff. It's too toxic for me. All right, so I think this market moves lower. ES moves to London low, and NQ ends up potentially moving down to London low. So that short setup would have still paid. It was just painful. I got stopped at break even. I wasn't gonna take any chances with it. I don't know. Did anybody hold on? Because if you held on, you're caking right now. You're up at 88 points if you guys held on. ETS, let's go, baby. Yay. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Now, honestly, man, let this thing run, bro. This thing has so much room to the downside. If you guys caught that trade, man, I'm telling you, there is so much meat on the bones here to the downside. First level that I'd be interested in taking some profit is going to be these relative equal lows. Good job, guys. Way to hold, man. Way to hold, man. I just wasn't going to play any games with it. I moved stop to break even after the first L. But this would have been a big time trade. And I feel no FOMO. I feel nothing. I'm numb. And that's the way it should be. Just because I missed a trade doesn't mean I can't take another trade. And I'm not going to find another trade. So don't let the market play those psychological games on you, you know? Let the market just do its thing. I like this 1 hour gap fill down here, guys. You see these relative equal lows lining up with this 1 hour gap? I think that's a good area to look to possibly close that trade. You held and you're not happy about it? Why? this trade ended up running like from my entry point, which would have been up in that 5-minute gap, then you guys would be up almost 95 points right now. With a lot more downside to come. Oh, you move your stop loss. Hey, man, it happens. It happens, brother. 1 hour gap fill coming up here, guys. It's definitely going to be that first draw on liquidity for us. Again, if you're in the trade still, I'll manage it with you. I got stopped break even on it. Congrats if you held. You're paid. Very, very nice trade. It was just choppy inside of this range. But once we started putting in those relative equal lows, it was like, all right, it's getting pretty obvious now that we're going to draw lower. I could have got back in, but I stuck to my rules. I can't have FOMO about that, you know? Had to hop back in, score my 4,500 for the day. Let's go, man. Congrats, dude. Let's see where ES is right now. ES is back at midnight opening price. London lows are in sight here. This 15-minute gap potentially flips in 9 minutes if we hold. Same situation here with NQ. 15-minute gap down into here. 1 hour gap right here. So definitely some nice areas that the price might want to rebalance into. So you got some nice liquidity lowers still. Definitely have stops break even, guys, or you should be fully out of this trade. This is like a 95-point trade now. So don't be greedy. Greed kills your profits, man. Greed steals your hard work. Don't do that. 100K, 150K is not worth it. No, hell no, bro. Just run the 50Ks. It doesn't make any sense to run 150Ks anymore. Unless they change that to like the 150Ks, you can take out 20K per account. Then it makes sense. But other than that, the 50K has a better RR. You know, you get a 2K draw to make 3K. Way better RR. Yeah, I'm waiting for ES to take London lows. I'm not looking for buys, but ES London lows will be an area where I would probably close the NQ trade if you guys were, if I were you. Until then, this 1 hour gap looks like it's a free liquidity void. So into this 1 hour gap would be very, very juicy. So yeah, my eyes are on ES and its downside still. NQ should follow suit. I like all these lows getting swept here into this 1 hour gap. Yeah, I think I answered everyone's questions, right? Hey, congrats if you guys held, man, really. That showed a lot of guts after that first L we took. But that's the ability of being a really good trader that can think on their, on your toes. We took an L on the buy side of the curve, but once we started looking at the price action after that, I was like, sellers look like they're in control. We've got relative equal lows at the 830 opening price. That's what day trading is all about. You got to be able to think on your toes on the fly, not be stuck to one direction, and then just get in line with what the market's telling us. And that's what we did. Unfortunately, I got stopped break even. My bias, my trade idea was correct though. That just builds confidence for me and should build confidence for you guys that you're able to fire off a losing trade and the next trade is a 100-point winner. That's why I'm confident that even if I have a red day, dude, I don't give a crap. I'm going to come back the next day and fire off a winner or the next trade. Or maybe I'll have a losing day the next day too. But that doesn't define you as a day trader, guys. That's what you got to understand. Just because you have a losing red day or losing trade, as long as your risk is managed, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what it comes down to. Is your risk managed? Did you execute your model? That's it. So never let a day just blow you up for no reason. You should never just blow up on one day. Because today was a great lesson, right? Hey, first trade went 50 points. That was solid. Unfortunately, I got stopped. Or I took a stop on it. I wanted a full TP because I'm working on 2 evals. then this trade went break even. What am I going to do? It's part of trading. I'll come back. Well, next week at this point, because I'm going away for 2 days. We're flying to North Carolina to look at some houses. But yeah, I'm going to come back next week and we'll crush it again, bro. I just took a payout from Top Step. We're chilling. Would you consider charging $1,000 for the lifetime? I'm always looking for a stable community. I don't mind the tuition fee. I think the lifetime fee is going to be like $2K. That's a massive discount. So I think it'll be something like that. I'm going to offer a lifetime a lifetime for premium because everyone is asking for it. So I'm definitely going to have an option for it. But I think the fair price lifetime would be $2K. A lot of other channels that I'm in line with, they charge similar or a little more. Guys, how do we do today, man? You guys still in this trade? Downside still looks good, man. There's that 5-minute tag I was looking for right here. Those relative equal lows right into that 1 hour gap. Now you might see a little bit of a bounce here, but that's the target that we were looking to draw into on the short. So that should be a full TP, guys. Congrats if you took that. That's a 1 to 4 RR trade. For people that held, congrats. That's 120 points. 120 point short, man. Congrats. What is the monthly? Oh, it's $100 a month. Very nice trade, man. Very nice trade, guys. Very nice trade. Those relative equal lows were the telltale sign for today. Once we put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lows, that was the sign that we were going to drop lower. Unfortunately, I got stopped break even. Trade idea made a lot of sense, though. If we go back and look at it for trade review purposes here, you can see what I was looking at, right? This 5-minute gap holds from earlier. The bears are now in control, right? This 1-minute gap gets held up here, which is the gap that I needed to flip on the buy side of the curve. Doesn't work, right? So then I drop down. I'm like, there's a 5-minute breaker here. Price displaces below it, comes back into the breaker, respects it. Now, at this point, I don't have a breaker entry, but what I had is a 5-minute FEG rebalance. Price was looking so weak at that point. I'm like, all right, let's execute a short here. Because the relative equal lows we put in over here were so obvious. So then I'm looking at this low here and these 5-minute lows coinciding with a 1 hour gap. So that's all we needed. We put it together on the fly. It made sense. We shorted. I had no really daily bias coming into today. I just trade what the market tells me to trade. The more that you guys focus on daily biases, the more you're going to get confused and you're going to get stuck to that idea. And you're going to keep trading that idea because your mind, you can't be wrong, right? If you're bullish for the day and you're just looking for bullish trades, it's going to be hard to trade that way. That's why you always got to be, I come into the market neutral. Come in neutral, let the price action tell you what it's going to do, and then make a trade into your draw and liquidity. It's really that simple. Mike, absolutely, bro. Just when I released the premium in about a week and a half. Wait, when do we? I'm releasing the 24th. What date is that? Yeah, that's a Monday. So yeah, we're less than 2 weeks away. Congrats, guys. I see a lot of you guys in here that hit full TP, man. Congrats on holding that trade all the way out, man. Congrats, guys. All right, man. I think that's going to be it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Personally, 1 loss, 1 break even. Really wish it would have been 1 loss, 1 massive trade short. Some of you guys caught the short. Congratulations. A 120 point short on a CPI day is the best possible outcome. So I'm going to call the stream early here today. I'm not going to really be trading anymore. I got to stick to my rules. And I'm happy if you guys made money. That was a very, very good short trade to end the stream day. So All right, guys. I'm gonna be away for the next till next week, so I will not be active in the Discord. I won't be trading live. I'll post a bunch of content on the TikTok channel, as I always do, all the educational content and stuff. This full live stream will be available on YouTube to rewatch. So you guys will have all this in there to check out. And yeah, man, we'll be back next week, Monday, for some more live trading, man. So everyone have a blessed day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.